no, is it Sonic stage that has that music? Like, there's three types of Dusty Desert music, and I like the one where it's like the quicksand part.
I love all three of them, honestly. I listen to them every now and again just to rock myself to sleep. I don't know if it's the bagpipes or what, but it's really therapeutic.
Like, out of the hub was like, I prefer the music to the original one the most out of the other three. Like for the jungle hub world that we was just in now, solely on the post, that's like a remix to Mystic Ruins, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. They did a quite good job with the remix. Like, I was surprised myself until like someone told me.
I'm gonna have to. You know what? I don't. My Sonic 06 soundtrack is incomplete. There's so many songs missing. I'm gonna have to look into getting it restored.
Yeah, I pretty much preferred a lot of the like music from Sonic 06, like compared to like something like a lot of rock music you saw like in the early games, because kind of preferred this like peaceful music and stuff, and I really like that. Like, I definitely benefited from buying the soundtrack as well. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, the violins was a first in this game. You know, they never really focused on the violin that much, and I noticed that, like, even with the fanfare after every level, it's just like this huge orchestra sound rather than a techno or a rock sound. And to me, that was very interesting and unique because they've never done that before. This game was meant to be a really polished game, and fans are disappointed more than they are angry. Honestly, they really are. But, you know, they have to realize what this game was meant to be and see it for more than what it is.
I've got to hurry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's some of the reasons why they hate on it. It's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Bad graphics. It's not cartoony.
As in cartoony, like from the previous animations before, like I would say that it didn't do much, like because this game was trying to benefit from the graphics of like next gen graphics, and like the graphics then, because like, you know, the Dreamcast, like their graphics is based on like color diff. It's not really based on like any scaling or anything from that. It's really about more of the color, because like if you checked from comparing the adventure games from Dreamcast to GameCube, is that Dreamcast has more color in them, and that's why there's more like colorful environments on the Dreamcast version than the GameCube. Whereas like GameCube got it more sharper than the Dreamcast version. And I think Sonic 06 like graphics are trying to like polish it all up together and make it more realistic, I guess. But still, like, would you guys really call it cartoony?
No, not at all. Cartoony to me was, honestly, cartoony to me is shell shading. Sonic Shuffle was cartoony to me, whereas this is like a hybrid. This is like real, mixed with like, you know, fiction. You know, how can you make fiction look real? And to me, they blended it together nicely. They kind of focused on more of the physics, in my opinion, rather than the graphics, though, because this is their first time working with the Havoc engine, and every little particle, you know, is controlled by some sort of, you know, it was programmed. It's not just something that was a template. You know, everything that Silver can grab right now, every bullet and missile, it's you know, it's pre-programmed in there. It has a purpose.
Yeah. And as you said there about like the Havoc engine, like that's the thing though, because I think the first time Sonic Team ever like just went off to actually buy another physics engine was it with the Havoc engine first, or was it with Renderer? I don't think they actually even made the Renderer engine. It was made by someone else.
That's true. They like, I remember on Dreamcast, I think they used to use like Risk or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
But was that like their own engine they made, or was it someone else's?
It may have been someone else's. It may have been someone else's, but I know that it's one that was like built into the Dreamcast, that the Dreamcast used. It was used in many Dreamcast games. That one was more of a a solid experience, or no floating, no particles flying, not like we see in the Havoc engine.
Yeah. And is there going to be another cutscene now?
We'll find out.
If there is, I'll keep crying.
Oh, right, yeah, there is.
So, this is the past. I hope Silver is okay. He's pretty insecure when he's alone. The Iblis Trigger. Blue Hedgehog. Iblis Trigger. A blue hedgehog. Can it
Wow.
be true?
Went from a straight cutscene to action stage. Is this like the first time they actually did that?
I think it is.
This is like Sonic Adventure 2 now. Like, no more hub world action. Like, straight onto the action. Like, for you guys' opinion, like, did you like that better? Like, what they did, like, to Sonic Adventure 2 than Sonic Adventure 1 when they did that? Cut off, like, the hub worlds and just straight onto the gameplay.
Me personally, I love hub worlds, period, because it adds a ton of replay value. However, keeping up with the Sonic Edition, I am not against going, just stage after stage after stage without any hub worlds. I think a hybrid would be the best way to please all fans.
Pleasing
Hybrid
this
is-
fan base is impossible.
Like, hybrid as in what then? Like, a
Oh.
mixture of both, you said?
Yeah, like, for instance, make a hub world where you have access to every single stage, in your spare time, and you don't, while you're playing through the game, you don't stop in the hub world unless it's necessary. Maybe even make it an option in the menu to disable it, but of course there would be side missions and things like that in a hub world, I would hope. But, it's just, there's definitely multiple ways they can implement the hybrid system.
So, like, after playing the action stage, it doesn't go to, like, any result screen. Like, it just goes straight to the hub world, and then from the hub world, you can run around to the next place after that. So it's like no stops.
Yeah, or better yet, take it back to the old days. Maybe make Act 1, Act 2, and then Hub World. And then Act 1, Act 2, and then Hub World. And keep that pattern.
Oh yeah, because like as you said that, like I remember one game that did that. Like you go from hub world to action stage, hub world to action stage, and sometimes cutscene, and that was Clash to Insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty awesome because like there was no stops at all. Like there's no result screen, and like you just go from action stage to hub world, and I think there's gonna be a cutscene again.
But at least we got an S rank. But yes, Crash is a good example. Crash, he usually either has hub worlds or, a mixture.
Yeah.
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
Now I've got you, Sonic!
Hey!
It's about time I finally caught you again! Hey! You're not Sonic! I'm sorry.
I'm... Huh? Hey, where'd he go? He must have run off.
I'm sorry. Did you miss someone because of me?
It's okay. I'm sure the guy I'm looking for is still on the island. I'm sure I can still find him.
Well, then I'll help you.
What?
2 heads are better than 1 when looking for someone.
Hey, just wait a second.
What's your name?
Silver.
That's a nice name. I'm Amy Rose. It's nice to meet you.
Ah! Hey, wait!
I'm pretty sure this is the end of the episode. Oh, there's a couple minutes left, though.
Was that it? Or
It's about 5 more minutes. I end Silver's episode 1 before Dusty Desert.
okay. So we've got a few more minutes left. So from that cutscene, Amy again is mistaken Sonic for another hedgehog. So what is really up with that woman's head? Like, seriously.
I don't think Amy likes Sonic as much as she thinks she does. She can't realize who he is when she's approaching some random stranger.
Yeah, because like Silver's color is silver, Sonic's color is blue. Like, and it's like, okay, it's a nighttime, okay, but in Sonic Adventure 2 it was broad daylight with Shadow. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all. One day she will learn her lesson because Shadow is forgiving. You know, if it wasn't for Maria, Amy would not exist today. He would have thrown her in the ocean.
I wouldn't think he's that evil.
Like like from saying that, like Shadow's personality's changed a lot from since then. He started from Sonic Adventure 2, and when we do get to Sonic 06 as well, he's changed a lot.
Kinda.
Shadow's evolved the second he was created. He's evolved so much. He was created to be a killing machine, and then he turned into a companion. When Maria was killed, he actually gained emotions, and he's evolved from there. He's had amnesia. He's died. So much has happened. Poor Shadow.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate life form for no reason, but he still does it anyway.
Yeah.
And like, that's the thing, because like he had a massive backstory throughout these games, and like pretty much on Sonic 06 he had a big storyline as well. And did it contribute like to like the disappearance of like a good backhand story for any other characters back in the franchise, like Tails and Knuckles?
I think he took a lot away from Tails and Knuckles, if you ask me, because Tails is a really unique background story, you know, being teased and outcast because he had 2 tails. And you don't hear much about that in the games. And then Knuckles, they did his background story justice in Sonic Adventure and in, you know, of course, the classic games. However, fans are begging for more about that. Like, where did his civilization come from? What happened to them? Even though we get bits and pieces of it in Sonic Adventure, but Shadow's the only character where we've seen him develop from the moment he was created all the way up until his present time.
Oh yeah, very true. But with Knuckles' civilization, like we heard like from Sonic Adventure 1 that all he was is stranded on the island. Like, you know, like his beginning cutscene, like he didn't know what was happening, and all he just knew is just to protect the Master Emerald, and that was it. Like, if he was gonna do like a back civilization story, it wouldn't be like his actual himself in the game, because his civilization was far back before he was born.
Easy.
I think they should take a game. Oh my gosh, we got a beat. I think they should take a game, you know, about time travel and send Knuckles back into his past to find out who he really is, because he really doesn't know. And who knows, he may find out some things about himself that he may want to actually help Eggman destroy the world, or he may actually want to, you know, abandon the Master Emerald, or you never know, you know what I mean? And there's so much potential there for a really nice story.
So you're trying to say Knuckles Chaotix 2, Sega?
Exactly. And see, I have my own ideas for that. I'm not going to go there in this Let's Play because I'll take up the whole entire video.
Okay, so are we done here? Are we gonna take a break?
Yeah, we'll walk
the-
up to the stage and then stop.
Oh, so it's one more stage.
No, not yet. I'm gonna walk up to it, pause it, and then...
Oh, okay.
We're going to tease the audience. Sorry, guys. Next time.
Okay, so that's it then. All right. So next time we are going to tackle Dusty Desert, and thanks again for you guys to be here again. And that's it for now. Bye bye.
Goodbye.